I one of my one of my one of my tribal members suggested, requested a video of mine, some of my guidance, you know. And I said, hey, bro, go ahead and book that private consultation for me. And in return, he said, shit, I was gonna book a private consultation for you with you, but I didn't know you was charging $25. You know what I'm saying? And then I said to myself, guess what? He not gonna be the only one that need his vital information. Cause I'm not just here for one person. I'm here for everybody that need me and that want to better their situation, right? So the vibe, the homie was like, hey, bro, can you help me or give me a remedy or a solution to deal with dandruff? Okay, let's get it in. The first and vital important thing to look at, the troubleshoot, is this one here, your first brain, what you're putting in the gut. And that's when the 3 D's and the 3 C's is required, right? Dedication, determination, and discipline. Choices, chances, and changes. All right? So we're going to get into this. Y'all ever watched the movie with Wolverine and that motherfucking nigga couldn't heal no more and shit? Why? Why Wolverine could not heal? Motherfucker had problems pulling his blades out and everything. You like, damn, Wolverine, you down bad, bitch. Because he was on the bottle all the time. Now, another thing that bust my eyes open about Wolverine was kind of something that I used to do too. But I smoked cigars. He was smoking them big old Cuban cigars. I had some green shit in my shit. He had, I don't know what he was smoking. But also, you ain't gotta give it away forever. But it's the time and the place, right? Everything in moderation. And one of the main reasons why Wolverine used to always smoke cigars, because just like this double barrel shotgun I got, he have a strong sense of smell. And I was like, man, I used to smoke too, and I was like, it burned the fibers inside your nostrils up, your hair follicles and everything, right? And I was like, yeah, sometimes I smoke just so I could smell that. I could keep that up my nose, you know what I'm saying? Not that white stuff. But yeah, bro. Smoking, you need to take some time off it, right? Let the lungs heal and then come back and flush the lungs with the mullein, right? Now double back off the alcohol, the liquor. You got to realize that they got a lot of yeast, and yeast is what causes candida, and candida is what basically causes the flakes on your scalp, right? If you have a tongue and it's real white and it's not pinkish or reddish, well, really supposed to be pinkish, that means your gut bacteria is overstimulated with yeast, which creates itself into candida. You understand what I'm saying? So, on a molecular level, you need to magnify everything that has yeast within it. So that means if you're dealing with dandruff real bad, you want to take a break off of eating bread, chips, fructose corn syrup. Hold on, y'all. Excuse the gang stalkers in the back. Every time I get to work, they gotta make noise and shit. So let's let him pull off for a minute, and then we're gonna get back to the show. And then after he pull off, you're gonna hear somebody start the saw and start cutting shit. Right? But they was not doing it before I stepped outside, right? Let's get back to the motherfucking momentum. Because this is our moment of life. And that's every moment of life. So once you cut back the bad habits, the smoking, the drinking, stop eating the chips, the cookies, the bread, you just take all the yeast out your body, right? Because first and foremost, you want to be sticking to the best of your ability to the organic components, which have either a root or a seed, a SIM card, or a cell phone charger. You understand me? The same way you treat your cell phone, you better be treating your cells within this phone way better. You hear me? Now listen, once you get the taking away those bad vices, the chips, the cookies, the drinking, the excessive smoking, now you're letting your insides and your cells breathe because the yeast, the smoking, the drinking, that burns away the oxygen, that eat away the oxygen, and the blood circulation requires a lot of oxygen, right? So boom, once you start to cut back off that, it's time to detox. It's time to flush. So you want to make sure that you are putting inside the body as so you would be doing above the body, right? And you want to make sure that you are taking some cloves, eat two cloves at least every rotation, right? Or you could miss a rotation, but eat two cloves every rotation because it's going to eat up the parasites. It's also going to it's going to clean and flush any inside fungus within the gut. You understand what I'm saying? And at the same time, make sure when you borrow your teas, you're making teas to drink, and also your hair needs to drink. You understand what I'm saying? Because your gut is like your inner garden, and then your hair is the garden outside you where your antennas grow so we could get this gamma radiation and get the upgrades and downloads. You understand what I'm saying? So you also want to be drinking mint tea. You could do spearmint too, but I really suggest mint tea because the mint tea is going to stimulate, you understand what I'm saying, the inside follicles as above as below. As within, you should be doing on the out. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure you borrow your teas, right? Put a little mint in there, rosemary, and some cloves. AKA, I sell the herb called the elixir if you want to cop it. And that's going for $15 a bottle. If you've been vibing with me, you've been locked in with me, I'm gonna let it go for $10 a bottle and shipping and handling. Plus that, right? But if you're new, you know what I'm saying? You know what type of time it is because you gotta have been locked in with me. You know what I'm saying? I respect my people that respect me. You dig? We gotta build up this bridge, right? But anyway, let's get to the point. On your own time, if you don't want to lock in with me, you can go ahead and borrow your tea, right? You could borrow a gallon of this, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you could save a cup to drink for this early rotation, and then before you bring the body back to the mechanic shop, which I mean we recuperate, rejuvenate, and you know what I'm saying, we come back better than ever. So you can wake up viggy and vibby, vigorous and vibrant. You understand what I'm saying? And your cells are supercharged within the body, right? So you didn't borrow the gallon of your cloves, your mint, and your rosemary because the rosemary is gonna also feed and make sure it's luscious, make sure that hair is bold. You understand what I'm saying? The peppermint is gonna open up and stimulate the hair follicles. And then on the back end, you got the cloves, which is gonna eat up the fungus or any unwanted bacteria that you do not need on top of your top guard. You understand what I'm saying? So once you do that, right, and you also want to switch up the way you utilize your shampoo, okay? You want to use less shampoos if you're using like you know the Harsh and Mane shampoo, whatever shampoo you're using, you want to use at least. Look at this bottle I have, right? As a matter of fact, let me put it like this: you want to use just a little bit of shampoo, okay? Look at this bottle right here, right? How much fluid this is? This is 2 quarts. This is half a gallon of water, right? So if you're gonna make a half a gallon worth of this mix to wash your hair with, you want to use at least, look at this bottle here, right? Right here, you want at least this much shampoo, at least that much. You don't really need that much, and it'll be better off if you really don't use shampoo. But to each his own, because some people like to scrub a dog with the bubbles. You feel me? But another thing you want to do, right, to help you with the dandruff is making sure that the hair is getting a lot of oxygen. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you be upside down at least 1 to 3 minutes every rotation, and that's going to help the blood circulate within the scalp, within the cerebral. You understand what I'm saying? Also, making sure you're doing your regular workouts, because when you do your regular workouts, that means you're spreading the circulation and also the ki, the nin, the chi within the body as well, right? Because you're going to be using your chi and your ki and your nin, your life force essence, more than anything, right? Because your life force essence is going to be the spiritual practices that really heal and cleanse you, right? Even though everything is physical, just like when you work out. Yes, a healthy mind equals a healthy body. A healthy body equals a healthy mind. Understand what I'm saying? So another couple of things I want to share with y'all about dealing with dandruff is you want to get the little scratcher for your head, the little shampoo hair follicle scratcher to get up in there real good, right? To break open that the scalp, the cerebral. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of the specific name. I got it on the back of my tongue, but I gotta keep an eye on what's going on right now. So you wanna make sure, uh, dang, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But you basically want to get that little brush, that little scrubber when you shampoo and wash your hair, to get inside the hair follicles and also to open the pores up and then release any dandruff that could be building up. Because as a baby, dandruff, I had a bad problem with that myself. And dandruff is basically what they used to call cradle cap, right? Because I wasn't a titty baby. I was an infamil baby. So you know that shit was all caked up inside me and shit. I remember I used to always have fucking caked up neck and shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you want to make sure that you use that brush, right? To break open the hair. Dang, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. But you want to make sure you opening the pores, right, with that brush. And you scraping off any old skin or backed up skin. It's like when you got to detox and you got to go to the spa and you're getting your feet done, right? When you're getting your feet done, she's going to take off all that old skin and scrape it off, right? So the hairbrush that get into the follicles is basically getting all that dead skin off the hair as well. You understand what I'm saying? So a couple other things I would like to add to you guys about how to deal with dandruff. You understand what I'm saying? I already told you the vices and the bad habits, what not to do, right? So, a couple other things that will help you is you want to start eating more purple onions. Purple onions gonna also help the hair grow and stimulate that as well, right? And then the purple onions, you can make a mix, and you can also put it with the little mix I told you with the cloves, mint, and the cloves, mint, and rosemary, right? And then you could go ahead and put some purple onions in the mix too, and then so it don't be smelling so strong and stuff like that, you could squeeze just a little bit of key lime because that's gonna make it it's gonna make it acidic, the acidic. My bad, they going crazy around me right now. But the acid levels will go up, but it will always remain alkaline. Only if you use key lime, not lemon or a little hybrid lime. You need key lime with the seeds in it. You know what I'm saying? So next, you got that going on. You want to get your little spray bottle and spray that on the hair, right? Spray that on the hair. Go ahead and brush your hair. You know what I'm saying? Get your little derma scrubber, like I told you, when you wash your hair and scrub your hair a little bit to let it get up in there and soak it up, and that'll eat up the flakes. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you stay hydrated yourself. Don't just drink plain water, man. Make sure you put something in there, cause we need H3O. We in a whole. This is new Earth. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the good times. These are the great times. We in new Earth. You feel me? We in a 5D. We in the fifth dimension. We not in. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing. You have to stay hydrated. You have to stay hydrated, bro, because dandruff flakes mean you're dried out. It also means that it's not enough H3O, not enough oxygen going to the scalp or within the hair follicles itself. You know what I'm saying? So you use those purple onions, and hold on, y'all. Let me go check my stuff. I left my stuff in the library. Hold on. All right, we go walk. You hear me? The low lives, no lives. But let's get back to adding life to our lives. So I had to go pick up my devices and my important stuff. So as I was saying, right, you also want to make sure your scalp is getting him back there too. The big guy. That's Big Brother. I don't know. I don't know what the government think they is. I control the government. You know what I'm saying? As long as you control your mind, you control everything. But anyway, you want to make sure you get that sun as well because you need that gamma radiation. And you know what I'm saying? The sun is one of the greatest purifications, is detoxes as well. So making sure you put all that in the mix. Don't forget to do your handstands, hang upside down at least 1 to 3 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? To get that blood circulation properly. Besides just working out as well. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Also dealing with it. So if you want to do a natural conditioner, a shampoo that's not so heavy, I would utilize some aloe vera. You understand what I'm saying? Get the aloe vera. Uh, Still use your tea, like I said. Get the aloe vera. Use a little bit of the rosemary, a little bit of the cloves, and throw some cinnamon in there because the cinnamon really gonna make it bounce. You know what I'm saying? You know, cinnamon also helps fight with mold and stuff like that. You understand? It's also antifungal, antifungus. You know what I'm saying? But for the shampoo or your conditioner, leave-in conditioner, you can use aloe vera and you can wash it out overnight. But sometimes I just leave it in my damn head. You know what I'm saying? It's better to leave stuff like that in your head than shampoo and all that acidic shit that you could buy off the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Volve 8. And I don't even know the name Tresemme and shit. That's the only way I could tell you. Because I don't even use that shampoo no more, bro. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Get you some aloe vera. Make sure you scrape it out good. Make sure you get all the green shit out of it real good, because that's gonna be what make it itch. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna make more white flakes within the head. So you wanna make sure you get all the green goo out of it real good. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and cook it on low for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you loosen it up. You know what I'm saying? Get it loose. Throw you some rosemary in there. I told you they was gonna start the salt, didn't I? Did I? Make sure you throw some rosemary in there, throw some cloves in there, throw some peppermint in there. Like I say, also throw some onions in there, purple onions. I don't do nothing else but purple onions. You feel me? That's the hardest hitter because the dark shades, the nightshade plants got special capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nightcrawler. But anyway, what else you want to do is like I say, if you're gonna put the onions in there, the purple onions in it, you know what I'm saying? Well, first let me give y'all the shampoo remedy, right? So for the shampoo remedy, you want to use whatever little shampoo you're already using, but a little bit. Like I said, make uh this is a half a gallon. So let's say you're gonna make 3 of these, right, to wash your hair. 3 or 4. I guess you could just use 2 gallons to wash your hair, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be better to go ahead and boil it. You'll get some of the aluminum and boron and all the other smart chemicals that could be within the tap water or the water that's coming out of the faucet, right? Even if you have a filter. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead and put that heat, put it on the stove. It's gonna filter out all those carcinogens and pathogens that really don't need to be added to your regimen. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Once you do that, I'm gonna tell y'all the shampoo remedy, right? So the shampoo remedy, like I said, whatever little shampoo you using, if you want to get the scrubbing bubbles, you know what I'm saying? Just use just a little, at least this much of shampoo, right? On a bottle like this. I can't tell you how much that is, but that's less is more, right? So you got that, and also you want to make sure you have your your cloves, rosemary, and cloves, rosemary, and mint. You could use that for the shampoo. If you want to go to a steeper level, you want a deeper condition. I mean, you want a deeper you want more potency. What you want to do now is go ahead and get your purple onions. Still use your cloves, your mint, and your rosemary. Go ahead and throw some cinnamon in there, and make sure you throw a couple peelings off the orange. Right, throw some orange peelings in there. You understand what I'm saying? Or whatever you like that got the nice fruity smell, and throw some cucumbers in there as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because especially when you throw the cucumbers in though, it's gonna add more hydration to the scalp. You understand what I'm saying? So you can put some watermelon rinds in there as well, man. Oh my gosh, man, I'm giving y'all that shit. So boom, I don't want to hold y'all too long, right? But I'm giving y'all some game, right? So boom, you got that. Now when it comes to the conditioner, leave-in conditioner like that, go ahead, get your aloe vera, same forte. Get a couple pineapple chunks. Go ahead and get you a little key lime and throw some orange peelings in it. You know what I'm saying? And that could be your leave-in conditioner. You can still put a little bit of rosemary, the cloves, and also the mint, right? Because you're gonna need the elixir regardless. And there you go. You got your shampoo, and you also have your conditioner, right? I told you about the blood stimulation and circulation, right? I told you what things you may need to cut out your eating lifestyle, what may be causing the dandruff itself, right? The over amount of yeast that the body cannot deposit, and the gut is swollen or inflamed with yeast. You understand what I'm saying? So cut off the cookies, the bread, bit fast food, processed and junk food. Just give it. McDonald's ain't going nowhere, bro. Burger King ain't going nowhere, bro. Jack in the Box, Chick-fil-A ain't going nowhere, bro. If that's what you do, it's not going nowhere. But your health is. So take care of what you have now, and it'll last longer later then. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all let me know if I gave y'all the rundown, the ran through, if I really, you know what I'm saying, gave y'all something that y'all could use and it'll be vital for you. Oh, somebody said, hey, you forgot about me. Rose hips. Rose hips, right? The bulbs on the rose plant, you can get some of these and you can go ahead and put that in the conditioner, right? Thank me later. Because that's gonna help, you know what I'm saying, with the collagen. You understand what I'm saying? And it's gonna also stimulate and feed the hair as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? You don't how much of your shampoo has rose hips in it? Do you know the benefits of rose hips? Wait on organic vibes, and I'm gonna dive deep into that motherfucking shit for you. And I'm gonna let you know what rose hips could even help you with. You feel me? But I don't want to take too much of y'all time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're like to, you're willing to, go ahead and throw something on the Cash App. I'm willing to accept any contributions, assistance, or donations. Y'all see me. And there you have it, folks. Can't beat that, bro. That's it. Stop the smoking, stop the drink. Really, the drinking is really hurting you. The smoking is too, but the drinking is the worst of them all, man, because that's eating the gut up, it's burning the gut, and all that yeast that's in that alcohol, in that beer. You understand what I'm saying? The bread is one of the most deadliest things ever, unless you making some zucchini bread or some shit like that. But if you going to the store and getting bread like that, man, cut it. You know, you don't need nada, Nathaniel. You don't need none of that. You feel me? The chips, the cookies, they gotta go too, because that's yeast too. Um, hey, and stop eating eggs. We gonna talk about eggs in another video, but yeah, cut the eggs off too. If you're eating white rice, cut the white rice off too, because you want to get off of the sugar, right? The white rice, all it's gonna do is turn into sugar. So you don't want to have that in the gut. You want to cut all of that artificial sugar out the body. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know, bro. If you still drinking dairy, I can't even talk to you. You feel me? But to each his own, man. But that's a couple things you need to take out of your lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? Now, a couple things that also help. Uh, oh man, drink you some okra water. It might be nasty. Do whatever you got to do to make it tolerable. But hey, okra water is gonna bounce your back. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna lubricate. You know what I'm saying? The hair follicles at maximum capability. Okra water. And you can also use okra water and pour it in your hair as well. So I'm giving y'all some. I'm giving y'all some bangers, bro. I told y'all. I slightly slammed, but hey, we shattered the motherfucking glass and broke the rim. What's the vibe, man? Y'all already know what type of time it is. I'ma holler at y'all. Let me go ahead and charge my phone up because I gotta go hit the sauna up. I gotta go hit the sauna up. I'm going to the sauna. I'm about to go steam my body. I'm about to go do some Majin Buu shit, some kid boo shit. About to let some inside smoke out. But yeah, man, I thank y'all. I want to thank y'all if y'all made it to the end of this video. And y'all take care, man. Shout out to my chosen ones and shout out to everybody rest. What? Saving their money. time, and energy. Hey, baby, stay healthy because we going to stay wealthy. We going to cash.